Hello kids, welcome to my channel Kahani Didi. The story which I am going to tell you today is from the collection of stories by Sudha Murthy ji. The name of the story is The Magic Jug. So let's start the story kids. Vidur was a good-natured man. Even though he was poor, he was always ready to help people in need. Vidur's neighbor Vineet was rich, but he was a mean and jealous man. One night, a stranger knocked on Vineet's door. It was past midnight, and Vineet was annoyed at being woken up from his sleep. What do you want? He asked the stranger rudely. The man explained that he was a traveler, hungry and lost, looking for food and shelter for the night. I never help lazy unknown people, barked Vineet and banged the door shut. The stranger walked to Vidur's house and asked for food and shelter. Kind hearted Vidur welcomed him into his humble one room house and warmed up the leftovers of his dinner for the man. Then he insisted the stranger sleep in his bed while he slept on a mattress on the floor. The next morning, when he woke up, he found the stranger was about to leave. Before going on his way, the stranger gave him an ordinary piece of cloth and a plain earthen jug. He handed these to Vidur and said, "You shared your small meal and gave me your bed for the night. I will always be grateful. Here are two things that will be of use to you when you are in need. But remember, you must use them only when you need them the most, and take just enough to meet your requirements. Don't try to get rich using these." With these words, the stranger left. Vidur looked at the cloth and jug carefully, then laughed loudly to himself. Perhaps the stranger had been a bit crazy. How could these old articles be of help? He tucked them away in a corner of his cupboard and soon forgot about them. That year was difficult and Vidur was not able to make ends meet. His little farm had not produced enough harvest. He decided to go to the market in the city and look for some work. It was a very hot day when Vidur was about to leave. He saw the sun high up in the sky, and so he decided to carry a cloth to cover his head. Suddenly he remembered the strange visitor's gift. He hunted for the cloth and found it tucked away in the back of his cupboard. It had become dusty and musty. Vidur shook it vigorously to clean the dust, and to his astonishment, a gold coin dropped out. Vidur picked up the coin and wondered how it got into the cloth. Perhaps the stranger had hidden it there. He shook the cloth to see if any more coins would fall out, but none appeared. Well, he could hardly get rich with one coin, though it would help him tide over his current condition. He used it to buy the things he needed and gave the small change that was left to a beggar. Vidur soon realized that the cloth produced money only when he was in desperate need, and the money was just enough to fulfill his requirements. With the money, he put his farm in order and became richer. He also never forgot to help those less fortunate than him. This made him a very popular person. Vidur's prosperity had not gone unnoticed by the jealous Vineet. He started spying on his neighbor to see where he got his money from, and one day, peeping in through the window, he saw Vidur shaking the old piece of cloth and picking up the coins that fell out. He also noticed a large earthen jug standing next to the cloth in the cupboard. The foolish, foolish man, he thought to himself. If that tattered old cloth can give him one coin each time, think how many that massive jug will produce. Just like Goody Goody, Vidur not to see what the jug can give him. And it was true, Vidur had always been satisfied with whatever he got from the cloth and had not thought of finding out what the jug might produce. As soon as Vidur left the house, Vineet went inside, picked up the jug and sprinted back home. Eagerly, he turned the jug upside down out, rolled an apple. It had an unusual purple-red color. Vineet had never seen anything like this. It was irresistible. He picked it up and bit into the apple, crunching quickly, thinking all the while that gold would soon be showering down. But wait a minute. What was this happening to him? His ears were getting bigger. His arms and legs were becoming longer, with what looked like hoofs at the end. And was that a tail? He could feel growling behind him. Vineet rushed to the mirror, and when he saw himself, started braying in terror. He had turned into a donkey. Vidur heard the loud braying coming from his neighbor's house and rushed to see what the matter was. When he found a sad-looking donkey in the house with his old earthen jug next to it, he understood what Vineet had tried to do. He picked up the jug and shook it this way and that, hoping somehow to turn the donkey Vineet back to his old human form, but nothing happened. The jug was empty and Vineet would have to remain a donkey. Vidur took pity on the donkey and took him home, where he looked after him, giving him food and comforting him whenever he shed tears into the hay. And then one day, walking down the road, he saw the same stranger who had given him the cloth and jug. A delighted Vidur pounced on him and dragged him house. "You must transform my friend back into a human being," he begged. The donkey brayed softly and apologetically. The man thought for a while. Then he said, "I can turn him back into a man, but you will have to give up the magic cloth." "I agree," Vidur agreed without a moment's hesitation. "I was never rich and I am used to working hard. I will find a way to make my living, but it breaks my heart to see Vineet like this." The stranger smiled. Then he muttered something into the jug, picked up the cloth and went away. No sooner had he turned the corner than Vineet turned back into a man again. The two hugged each other. Vineet thanked his friends profusely. From that day on, they helped each other in whatever ways they could, and neither was unhappy again. So kids, what did you learn from this story? Children, we learned from this story that we should not be jealous of anyone and should always be happy with what we have. So kids, how did you like the story? Children, if you liked the story, then definitely share it and do not forget to subscribe my channel Kahani Didi for such lovely stories. That's all for now kids. Take care. Bye-bye.